This is your second time running for the Republican nomination. It's been, about 8 years. What political policies and priorities have changed for you this time?
Well, the world changes, and so, 8 years ago we were talking about ISIS, not really an issue that we need to talk about now. A lot more talk on terrorism. Now a lot more talk about China, a lot more talk about education this time than last time. So, the world changes and you have to change with it because the challenges and the opportunities become different.
Voters are looking for a candidate they can trust. It's been about 10 years, but what do you say to people who kind of have hesitations about your association with the George Washington Bridgegate incident?
That the Supreme Court dismissed all of it by a 9-0 vote. So if you can bring Clarence Thomas and Ruth Bader Ginsburg together, there was never anything to it, and the Supreme Court said 9-0, there was nothing to it. So they can just forget about it completely, because I have.
You've blasted President Trump for his fiscal control in the White House. If president, what would you do to improve the fiscal policy of the United States? And if you would make cuts, what cuts would you make?
Well, you're going to have to make cuts throughout the budget. And I would sit down in a thoughtful way, the way I did in New Jersey. In New Jersey, I had an $11 billion deficit that I inherited on a $29 billion budget. I sat down and I eliminated 836 individual programs to bring the budget into balance and didn't raise taxes. We're not going to bring the federal budget into balance in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, but we're going to make progress towards it. We're not going to add $6 trillion to national debt like he did, which is the worst fiscal performance of any president in American history.